So it is March 22nd, 2022. All right. Now, ran out of space, so I had to clear a file on my Kindle here. All right. Now, where I was heading towards with this whole thing. This is part two of the last video. I'll label it 01 underscore 01 underscore 02. This would be 02. Of this little, because of the issue with the truncating of in a corrupt file, if I had continued to record, possibly. All right. Now, it would not even probably save anything, but who cares? Um, in regards to this, the amount of the territory that I know that he's able to do. I know he was able to do um animation when he went to art school. All right. Onion scanning, he understood. He introduced me to the whole animating thing when I was in high school. All right. And then from what as far back as I can remember, when I was interested in trying to make my own video games when I was a kid, I saw that he was able to do 3D and was going to art school learning 3D, but for a while I'd completely forgotten about that until later on. He also was known by his friends as being a muralist, a painter. He was good at painting and stuff. All right, canvases. He made his own canvases, and with the staple gun, and he would get the wood measured a certain way to do indoor painting. But he was really good at it. He was highly skilled for the time period, even. Okay, so other than that, he wanted to eventually learn how to write computer software and make his own game too. He understood 3D. He understood how to do 2D animations with in the traditional way with the light under the glass, but he also understood computer science when it came to making music and digital audio workstations. He was proficient at that. He became proficient at that really fast, and then he was highly skilled at it. I'll just put one of his tracks after this video or within the post of this video, a link to it, so you understand what I'm talking about. And those who work with digital audio workstations, he created that in 2000 or 1999. So they have to understand he was using what was it, Logic and Pro Tools back then before Ableton Live, or maybe it was around the time of Ableton Live version 1 or something, or I don't know. It was when Logic and Pro Tools is what he used. That's good enough. With the VSTs and stuff and the dongle, he had to plug in the dongle into the side of his laptop. All right, in order to activate it, it's like a USB stick that plugs into the USB port. Is a kind of like a serial key type thing, just like the software I have came with a like a hard plastic what looks like a credit card, but has a special serial number that's generated by a computer algorithm that allows it to activate the software. And there's only a certain number of those that based on the sales of the item or the batches or whatever it may be. I don't understand it completely too much, but I have an idea of how it works. Now, so this is his, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah, okay, here. Where people make the assumption, you see, on someone, they completely skip over skill sets, all right? It's like you can't look at a person all the time and be like, well, some people you'd be able to. There may become a stereotype where people who are able to have muscles like mine, right? All right. I have a back injury, so you see me sitting down sometimes or laying on the bed. That's because my back, and I like to just relax or whatever. I don't like having to. I'm always in the kitchen when I'm making my food. Obviously, I like to whatever. So the stereotype is okay. So I can flex my arm. Now, I have what would appear kind of like a stunted, what they would describe as, within the musculoskeletal, let's say, community of professionals, they may like to consider, how they have like ectomorphs, a Cro-Magnon, the size of the one's skull. Some are larger than other people's, and they consider that Cro-Magnon. There's a certain type of shape. I don't know if there's an actual, maybe it's only, it's not common or something. I don't have that. But okay, so they may want to consider the word stunted being an official term one day. Who